Anki is a study program. It's a flashcard maker that you can use to help you study vocabulary and help you study for tests. It's completely free and very easy to use. So in Anki you can create flashcards and you can organize them into different groups or decks according to topic or theme or date or whatever. So most people use Anki for practicing vocabulary from different languages. So let's take a look at how that works. So you can click on the deck, you'll get Study Now to study it, and then Anki will give you the first word and you have to think about that word in another language. So here this is Spanish parts of the body, so I have to think about what the Spanish word for head is. So you have to think, and when you're ready, you can click Show Answer. Okay, now, this is where Anki becomes quite sophisticated. At the bottom here, you have 3 options. So, if you got it correct, you can click Good. If you got it incorrect, you can click Again. And if you got it very quickly, you can click Easy. Now above these buttons are some numbers. This is the time Anki will give you this card again. So if you click Good, it will give you this card in less than 10 minutes. If you click Easy, it will give you this card in 4 days. And if you click Again, it will give you this card in the same session, so in less than 1 minute. And these numbers change according to your success. So if you get very good, then Anki will give you these cards in 4 days, in 1 month, in 6 months. And if you keep getting it incorrect, then Anki will give you this card again and again. So it means you don't have to repeat the cards you know very well, but you can repeat many times the cards that you don't know very well. So let's click here, Easy, and then you get a new card immediately. So it's quite quick to study all of these, and if, let's say, we get it wrong, click Again, and when we go through, we get this card again for the second time, so we can practice this word again. And when we get the whole deck right, it will say you've finished the deck for now. Okay, so you can see it's very, very quick to study. You can study a lot of cards in one time. You can also use it for studying for exams or studying for tests and different things like that. So here I've created one called Film Studies. Now I've got some more advanced cards in this one. So here I've got a close card. So that means I have to think of the word that's here. So we can show answer. And now it shows me what that correct word was. And some extra information here. So you can actually put a lot of information in the answers. So here we've got quite a lot of words. You can have it. And here we've got an extra option now. So an extra button here. We've got hard. So now we've got easy, and it will give me this card in 19 days. If I click good, it will give me this card in 12 days. If I click hard, 6 days. And if I click again, it will give me this card again in the same session in less than 10 minutes. So let's click again for that one. And now you can see we can also put pictures in here. And we can practice things like dates. And there's another close card. And you can see this card has come round again. So this time, the second time I see this card, I've only got the options good and again. Because I had to repeat it, it won't be easy for me. And so when you go back to the decks, you can see there are no numbers here, because I've finished studying all the decks. To download Anki, simply search Anki on your search engine, click the first link, click the big blue download button, and it gives you your download options, so for Windows, Mac, Android. These ones are free, but the one for the iPhone and Mac tablets is not free because it's made by a different group of people. When Anki's downloaded, you will get the Anki shortcut on your desktop. So when you first open Anki, you will get this window. You can see there are no decks there at the moment. So to create a new deck, go to the button at the bottom, Create Deck, click on that, think of a name for your deck, and create the deck. When you click on it, it will say that you have finished this deck for now. That's because there are no cards in the deck. So you have to make some cards. At the top, click Add, and you get the cards window. Forget these buttons at the top. We'll concentrate on these two fields here, front and back. Front is the first part of the card, the front of the card, and this is the first word you see. And back is where you put the answer, the back of the card. So let's put something here. So head. And the Spanish word for head is cabeza. So when you finish that, click Add, and you've created your first card. And we can make another one. Spanish word for hand is mano. Click Add. So you can see it's very easy to make new cards. So let's make one more. So when you've finished making your cards, click Close, and then you can study this deck. Click Study Now. So now you're in the study mode. It gives you the front of the card, head, and you have to think of the answer. Show answer, cabeza. And then you can decide if you are right, if it was very easy, or if you are wrong. So, there we've finished the deck for the moment. So, to make the more advanced cards, the clothes and the pictures, let's create a new deck. So, we need to add some cards. Okay, to add a picture, it's quite easy. You can simply go to your files, choose a picture to add, drag it onto the front field, add your question, and then add the answer. So it's very easy to add pictures into Anki. Now to make the clothes ones, it's a little bit more complicated. So first you have to change the type of card from basic to close. And click Choose. Now you can see this changes the format of the card here. We have the text and extra. So in the text, you write your sentence. So let's think of a sentence to write. Okay, so here's our sentence, and then we can select the word we want to be the answer and click the close button, this one here, and now we've inserted our close. Okay, the extra part is not the answer, but it's some extra information. So for example, we can give the name of the film here, and the name of the character. Click Add. Okay, so when we look at that, so here's our picture. What's the answer? Anki. And now we have our close one here. We can see that that word has now been removed from there. We have to think of the correct word. So it was spoon. Okay, so it's very easy to make these close ones. You can also add videos, you can add audio. There are lots more things you can do. If you want some more information about Anki, or you want to find out about some of the other functions, or you want to go back and find out about some of the basic functions of Anki, you can go to the Anki website and go to the Anki Manual, and there are all the details about how to use Anki there. Thanks for watching, and happy studying!
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.